I don't want this video to be a clickbait, so I'll tell you right off the bat that I think PS5 is coming out holiday 2020. Exclusive PS4 games will shape the final few years of this console generation, and so predicting those release dates can lead us to the possible start for the PS5 generation. Let's take a closer look at each of the Sony worldwide studios, examining the current games release dates, past, and future plans. We'll also look at some exclusive PS4 games coming from the so-called second-party studios. These predictions are more difficult to make than ever, especially since PlayStation didn't even give us release windows for their upcoming games during E3 2018. The next PlayStation exclusive game is Spider-Man, coming out September 7th from Masanity Games. This game is going to be massive, encouraging many people who are casually into video games to purchase a PS4 specifically to play this game. Masanity Games is the best possible developer to work on a game of this style. Their work on Sunset Overdrive and the fantastic traversal that was in that game, as well as the variety of crazy weapons in Ratchet & Clank, will translate well into Spider-Man's movement and Spidey's weapon variety. And as we saw with various gameplay demo released, their game-making experience will definitely pay off. From a business perspective, this will sell even more PlayStation units, leading the charge towards a mid-80 million units sold by the end of the year. I'm going to be a little crazy here, but I fully expect that Dreams will actually come out holiday of this year. From gameplay videos of this game, it seems like the perfect holiday game. It'll be just as appealing to parents buying consoles for their kids, with its friendly cover art being on the box of bundles on store shelves, as it'd be for creative gamers looking to share their creations for others to see or play during the holidays. Next up, in February the 22nd to be exact, Days Gone will be coming out from Sony Bend. There's no telling of how this game will perform. Previews have been harsh on the game, specifically criticizing it as generic and bland, as well as pointing out a few technical hiccups. I personally am looking forward to play it. I think the bike aspect will add a different dimension to the game that separates it from other open world games, making it only similar to Mad Max. Another big criticism of the game is that it's just another zombie shooter. I think this is a completely valid criticism, so we'll have to wait and see when the so-called freakers would act differently than your average zombie. After this game, Bend's studio will start working on a PS5 game, and Days Gone will mark their one and only game on PS4. From here on, we have no tangible release windows or specific dates, but I would place Sucker Punch's Ghost of Tsushima next on the calendar, with a possible release window of spring 2018, maybe around the months of April through June, with a Game Informer cover around March, similar to how it worked out earlier this year with God of War. Sucker Punch's last game was Infamous First Light, which released August of 2014. First Light was an expansion, and it's possible that only one portion of the studio worked on it, with another part working on brainstorming ideas and pre-production for Ghost of Tsushima around early 2014. By 2019, the game would be around 5 years in development, a perfectly reasonable turnaround time for a brand new AAA exclusive similar to Horizon Zero Dawn. This also puts Sucker Punch out of commission for developing PS4 games, and just like Bend, they'll start working on whatever their PS5 game is. A small game called Concrete Genie, coming from one of Sony's newest teams, Pixel Opus, will probably have a release date around July of 2019. I'm very excited for this game. I think it will be a bit underrated, but it would be a meaningful and emotional experience for those who play it. Concrete Genie will be followed by the big one, Death Stranding. I have no idea what this game is going to be, but from what I've seen so far, I'm intrigued, but I'm still all in. Kojima is well known for taking a long time to finish his games, but I'm still optimistic. I feel like this game has been moving quickly, and Mark Cerny was not lying about this game's development being the fastest he's ever seen. In 2 years, it looks like they got most of the writing done, and already doing mocap and are knee-deep in production. For those reasons, I think the game is coming out September 2019, and that would put it ahead of the release of Last of Us Part 2, even though Naughty Dog showed a full playable demo of Last of Us in last year's E3. The Last of Us Part 2 will be released June of 2020, making it the final first-party game out of PS4. The Last of Us was the last to be announced for PS4, and I think it's for good reason. The game is far from finished. I think Naughty Dog's figured out the main changes in the gameplay and implemented them in the E3 demo, but are far from finished with the game's story and actual production. I'm looking forward to this game. I think it will be even better than the original, mainly when it comes to gameplay. This release date puts the PS5 at a holiday 2020 release window, exactly 7 years after the PS4. The primary question mark currently is what will Sony actually show for its E3 2019 showcase? Will they rely again on the same games from E3 2018, or will they show brand new games? I think it's going to be a mixture of both. Sony will show The Last of Us Part 2 and an actual full gameplay demo of Death Stranding, along with a couple of announcements of first-party games that will launch for PS5. Those games will be Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War sequels, with the former being almost a certainty and the latter being far from likely. Maybe we'll see a title or a little teaser for God of War, along with a trailer for a Horizon sequel. Those games will be supported by a couple of exclusive third-party games, with Bloodborne 2 taking the spotlight. If I were to bet for what the launch titles for PS5 would be, I'd go with Horizon Zero Dawn sequel, a Gran Turismo game, and something entirely new, possibly from a new third-party partnership. With a strong lineup to kick off the new life cycle, PlayStation would be positioned to throw a new big exclusive at us consistently without a long wait time or delay. I really enjoyed making this video and I hope you liked it too. From now on, expect 4 daily news videos under 5 minutes from the aptly named 5-Minute Gaming News, as well as a new deep dive video every week. So I'd encourage you to subscribe. I'll be coming up with a new topic to discuss myself, and then when a new audience hopefully grows, I'll be taking suggestions for topics to talk about. I'd appreciate it if you let me know what you thought of this video, and please share your thoughts regarding the topic. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.